Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. My favorite makeup today is actually my skincare regime. So these are both from Sunday Riley. This is the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment and the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. So I've been using both of these for about a month at this point. I'm going to do a video just on the whole experience because it's been very interesting, and I'm not saying that it's been a smooth and steady ride. But I want to say today my skin's looking so good without me putting anything on it, so I have been really impressed with the results. But there's definitely some caveats with using this product. So there'll be another video about that in a couple of days, but just wanted to let you know I am really enjoying the products. Just as an FYI, if you're hearing construction in the background, that's because there is. They're putting up a building next door, and if I tried to wait it out, I'd never get to film. So we're just going to soldier on. And now onto the video. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the samples I've received recently. So I actually got a little bag from Sephora, which has 6 deluxe size samples if you spent $35. So I picked this up. I'm not sure if that one is still showing up as a beauty offer. Plus, all of the samples that they throw in the boxes for me, I picked up a couple things in store, and I got some additional foundation shades and a tiny little brow wiz in a color I've never tried. So I'm looking forward to going through all of these and sort of testing them out on my face to see if I've got some better color matches on some stuff. And if there's some things I'm already familiar with, I'll let you know what I think about them. So for this little Sephora bag, there were several little bags to choose from. They all had different ingredients, and then it was sort of a step in your makeup regime, which one you wanted to pick. So what it came with was an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color Soft Brown. I currently use the color Taupe, but I don't think it's quite dark enough for me on certain days, especially because my hair is pretty dark right now. It'll lighten up in the summer, and I think Taupe will be a better fit then. But I'm looking forward to trying another color, because I do know that once we get into auburn and medium brown, those are definitely too dark for me. It also came with a Lancome Drama Liqui-Pencil eyeliner. This is not an eyeliner I've ever tried before, but the reason I was excited to actually get another eyeliner is because this one is purple. It wasn't a plain old black eyeliner like it always tends to be. I also got a Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel Hydrating Balm. I know I'm not going to use this, though I have heard very good things about it. Right now I'm trying to pan a lip balm from Givenchy in Perfect Pink that sort of changes the lip color. It's very nice and it hydrates my lips. I certainly don't need another one because by the time I finish that, I'll have forgotten about this. So I'd rather this got a new home, so I'm going to pass this on to my friend. It also came with a little bottle of the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. So this apparently is to be used on your fingernails, your skin, on your face. I have used a couple Josie Maran products. I sort of am not sure sometimes how to use them. I don't find that the instructions are necessarily very clear, but I will at least give this a try because I do have very dry hands at the moment. I also ended up with a sample of the Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Meltaway Cleansing Balm, which I was actually looking to try this out. It was a suggestion actually in one of the comments on a video previously that I should try this out to get my eye makeup off. So I'm going to be adding this to the battle of the eye makeup removers. That's something I'm going to be filming in the next couple of days, and you should see it in the next week or so. So I am excited to add this to that project. I'm not going to use this today, but that's where that's going. And the 6th sample in the bag, I'm not actually sure. It was either this Chloe perfume or it was this Maison Margiela Replica perfume. This is in Beach Walk. It's not a scent that I dislike, but it's probably not one I'm going to use either. I do like the Chloe Fine, but I already have one, so both of these are going to get passed on to a friend. I also got a beauty offer from Sephora where I think if you spent $25, you also got a sample of this. This is the Bare Minerals BarePro Foundation. This is their highest performing foundation. It's 24-hour wear, and it does have 30 shades. These are all the shades included on the bottom of the cardboard. I think you got to pick from like 5 different colors. None of them looked to be an exact match for me, but the one I ended up going with was Natural 11. It was sort of like a light, medium, neutral undertone one, so it wasn't the one I would have picked. I think I would have picked like 12 or 13. Moving on to random samples that I either picked out to go into an order or I got them in store because they threw them in my bag. This is the Nars Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. There are 4 shades to pick from the sample, but it looks like in total they've got 20 shades. The shade range does not look terrible. I mean, it could be worse, certainly. They also write about this that it can be used for things like contouring or highlighting, so I suppose you could say that there's a shade for everybody. You just might not be able to use it as foundation. I am looking forward to trying this out, although I sort of feel a little cheated because part of the, I guess, allure of this particular foundation is it comes with an actual little blender on the bottom, so there's a tiny sponge attached to the stick. So you put the foundation on one side, flip it over, and blend it in. So that's not something that's included in the sample. I mean, that's fine. But I'm curious as to how this will perform. I'm not going to use this out today. I'm going to try this another day, but I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I also ended up with a Farmacy Honey Saver All-in-One Skin Repair Salve. I don't think I've ever used this particular one. I actually originally thought that this was a mask when I requested the sample of this, but it turns out that it's some sort of salve that you're supposed to put on like extra dry cracked skin, so I'll probably keep this around, maybe put it on my feet because the winter's been hard on me. Plus from Drunk Elephant, we have the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. This is not a product I've ever tried before. One thing to note that this does have pineapple in it. I have a friend who's allergic to that, so I would want to make sure not to hand that over to her. And I'm not sure how I feel about putting pineapple on my face. It's not my favorite thing. I hope it doesn't smell like pineapple, I guess is the real situation here. I also ended up with a Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. This apparently you're supposed to use every day for 28 days in order to get noticeable results, but that it's supposed to diminish the shape of your pores and, you know, make your makeup go on for flawless results. Or you could put this on by itself and you'll look amazing without it. So I'm going to try this guy out today. Obviously there's not enough in the sample pack to really get a full experience, but I bet I can get 2 or 3 out of it. That tends to be the case with these. So this is the Briogeo, I don't actually know, Don't Despair Repair Mask. This is a deep conditioning mask for your hair. So after you shampoo your hair, you're supposed to put this on and leave it on for 10 minutes before rinsing. Or you can put it on, put a shower cap on, and sort of heat your hair under the dryer for 20 minutes. And that's supposed to do super intense moisture repair. I do really like this. It's pretty fun. Plus there is a ton of product in these little guys. So all of these hair care things, you can always use them like 2, 3, 4 times maybe. I bet there's at least 4 in this one because this one's pretty big. And this is the Christophe Robin Delicate Volumizing Shampoo with Rose Extracts. This is like a daily cleansing shampoo. This is another one of those that I like to throw into my bag to take traveling with me because it's fun to try out new shampoo because my hair is already going to be weird because it's new water. And these last 2 things are actually 100 point perks. I did pick this up. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. I actually picked this up before all the brouhaha with Tarte lately on social media. I absolutely think they did entirely the wrong thing at all times, and their multiple apologies were tone deaf and ridiculous, and they should be a little ashamed of themselves, frankly. My plan at this point is I'm going to be using up the products that I have currently from Tarte, and you know, if they get their stuff together and, you know, really actually create a foundation line that's inclusive and try to do better, then fine, I'd be happy to support the brand again. But as of this point, just gonna use up what I got, and you know, there are other places I can spend my money that'll be happy to take my money. Leaving all of that aside, the sample I was most excited about was this. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Mattemoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Griselda, which I was super interested in buying, but I'd already purchased a couple of those already. And they're not the cheapest lipsticks. They're $18 for the full size, but I really wanted Griselda, and then it showed up as a 100 point perk. So I'm pretty excited to try out this Peter Thomas Roth. I've been really enjoying my masks from Peter Thomas Roth. Like, they are good. My skin feels really nice afterwards. They don't all smell the greatest, but, you know, I'm willing to put up with it for a certain amount of time. This primer doesn't have much of a smell at all. It smells pretty generic. It sort of looks like cinnamon butter. Kind of feels like I'm rubbing cinnamon butter on my face. I wouldn't say that's necessarily minimizing my fine lines in my pores, but it is almost eerily matte, almost immediately. Apparently you can wear this by itself without any makeup, and you certainly could. All it did for me, because I look like I'm not wearing any makeup, like not in a I'm not wearing makeup kind of way, just like I'm not wearing makeup, you can tell. But there is sort of an eerie matteness to my face that never happens in real life, so there is definitely a difference with this. I'm curious how the makeup goes on top. So this Bare Minerals BarePro, this does have an SPF of 20 in it. This is in the shade Natural 11, which is sort of a light medium shade with neutral undertones. It is a tiny little glass jar, which I find adorable. Smells like foundation. This is definitely a very liquidy foundation. It's not as liquidy as like my Fenty, but pretty liquidy. I also checked it in my bathroom mirror. I think it's a little yellow for me. I don't think it's as neutral as it's claiming to be. So this is supposed to be flawless medium to full coverage. It's supposed to last all day, creamy blendable texture for luxurious comfort. Stay true mineral pigments designed for all skin tones. It's not claiming to do anything else like mattify or anything like that. Just supposed to feel nice on the skin. It does feel nice on the skin, and my skin feels really nice to touch it if I wanted to do that. It did not blend very well right around the creases of my nose, and it didn't blend very well like right here around my eyebrows. It kind of got stuck in my eyebrow hair and then no matter what I do, it's not quite blending into my skin there. You know, I wouldn't call this full coverage. I think it's definitely medium, at least on me. This is only medium coverage because I can see all my freckles. I can see all my little stuff. Usually that gets covered up if I'm in a full coverage foundation. I could have used more, but I didn't want to put too much on and end up looking cakey because that happens a lot too. So I don't think it's a bad shade match actually. I think it's a little bit on the yellow side. I may mix it with something else. If I mix it with like my Becca Opal, I think that will give me sort of some pink to counteract it, and that might make this look a little bit nicer. As always, when I'm trying new samples of foundation, I wear them more than just one day. I try them with different primers on subsequent days, and usually when I do an empties video, I'll talk about anything, if anything changed. But as first impression, I'll definitely use the rest of this bottle. I don't think it's bad. It's probably not a winner for me. Here's my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color Soft Brown, so you pull this out and then it makes a tiny little pencil for you. So the color I'm currently using is Taupe, so I'm going to do a swatch example on my hand. So Taupe is on top and Soft Brown is right below it. So it's not super darker, but it's definitely darker. So I'm going to try it because I'm wondering if, especially in the winter time when my hair is darker, this might be a better shade match for me. The one negative on these Brow Wiz samples is they don't come with a spoolie, but luckily since I have my other one, I can just use that one. It certainly makes them a little bit darker than I necessarily am used to, but I don't think it's bad. Although, because I'm looking at myself very closely in a tiny compact to apply this Brow Wiz, I'm really noticing how that Bare Minerals is sitting around my eyebrows and on my nose, and it's not very pretty. So while it's looking pretty good on camera, up close it's not so nice. So we'll see how that wears. There's so many words to some of these products, it gets ridiculous sometimes. This is the Lancome Drama Liqui-Pencil Extreme Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Something. It's purple. There's a swatch of it right here. It's a really nice purple and it glided on very easily. Oh, there is purple glitter in this eyeliner. I guess when you look at the swatch in different light, you can tell that it has glitter in it, but just drawing it without like the reflection from my ring light, I had no idea. Once you put it on, it's quite obvious that there's micro glitter in it. I'm not upset about this, but you might be. So if you do not like glitter in your eyeliner, I would avoid this purple eyeliner from Lancome. In terms of application, it went on very smoothly. It was very easy to apply. The color is very bright. I think it's quite pretty. I'm not saying that this is a finished look or anything. I would probably put eyeshadow on at this point, but I'm going to film something else a little later, so I'll be putting on eyeshadow today anyway. But I will probably use this eyeliner again later on today because I quite like the way it looks. And last but not least, we're going to try out this Fenty Beauty in Griselda. And this is the shade Griselda. It's this really beautiful deep berry shade. Like, it's really lovely. My only complaint with the Fenty Beauty Mattemoiselles is that the shape of the bullet could be slightly improved. I find it's a little difficult to get into the corners of your mouth without sort of making a mess. But after you use it a couple of times, you can sort of shape it the way you want. So I still love the lipstick formula. I think it's great. And this color's awesome. Anyway, all in all, with the samples today, I feel pretty good about them. I don't think this foundation is a win. I think I will try it again one more time with some different primer to see if that makes a difference, but it's looking pretty patchy in my mirror and close up. It's looking okay on camera, but I don't know that it's really working for my skin. Which is a bummer. I love this lipstick though, it's great. I think the new brow product is probably a good color for me in the winter time, and this eyeliner is pretty fabulous. It's sparkly, it's purple, and you know, it went on really easily. That's all I ask for in an eye pencil. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please subscribe. I hope you're all having a wonderful day with a good friend just like I am, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!